Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III as we are playing our roleplay series as the Dokeianos Dynasty. So, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, whichever you prefer, to all of those who celebrate Christmas. We do not celebrate Christmas. I actually completely forgot that it was Christmas. I just recorded that Hearts of Iron 4 episode for today, and or for tomorrow technically. But the same day that this video is coming out is when it will release, and I completely forgot to mention that it was Christmas because I had forgotten that it was. I saw somebody had posted a little bit early today, Merry Christmas to me, and that reminded me. Somebody posted that in the comments of, I think it was Wednesday's White 4 episode. He said Merry Christmas, and I was like, oh, wow, you know what? Friday is Christmas, isn't it? So yeah, I just completely forgot. Every year, I mention that we don't celebrate Christmas, and everybody asks why. So just briefly, we're just not, we're not Christian, so don't really have a religious reason to celebrate the holiday, and don't really see any other reason either. I just think it's a terrible holiday. I just don't like it. I just find it to be a very commercialized holiday that's all about buying stuff, buying junk that you don't have the money to pay for people that probably don't want the junk you're buying them. They're probably going to take it back. And I know it's a very cynical way to look at Christmas, and it's just the way I see it. If you celebrate Christmas, that's fine. It's just, for me, it's not a holiday I care to celebrate. It just feels very over commercialized and very very stressful. Everybody I know celebrates Christmas, and some of my coworkers who have kids, they find it to be an incredibly stressful period. They're always very stressed out, with the holiday shopping, how busy it is. It just sucks going. I don't even like going to the store for regular shopping around this time because it's just so busy. There's so many people there, especially at a place like Walmart. There's just so many people shopping at like all hours of the day. So it's just a very stressful time, and I just don't see any reason to celebrate it. And for our kids, because we want them to still have a holiday, we created a family holiday called Die Nostrum, which is Latin for our day, and we celebrate that in November before all the craziness happens. And so we do that, and it's not so much about giving gifts. We do give a little bit of gifts. So again, it's not supposed to be Christmas, but just in another month, because again, I just don't like the holiday and what it stands for, with the just buying stuff for people. And so we don't buy like typical presents like toys and stuff like that. It's like things that you normally wouldn't be able to give them for a birthday, presents, things they need, and then like a present that they would have to share, like if you were to buy them a keyboard or something like that they were going to share, you wouldn't want to buy that on a birthday for one of the kids. So that's a type of present that you'd buy at these type of holidays. So we do some presents, but for the most part, it's not about presents. It's about spending time with family, and we play games together and just try and have a real fun day, packed full of like activities, and maybe sometimes we grill. That is, we do the holiday typically in November, so sometimes it's kind of chilly out, but sometimes we'll grill outside and play outside and stuff. But yeah, we just have our own little family holiday, and it's worked for us. We've been doing it for 5 or 6 years. Yeah, it's worked for us. That's the way we do it. And the kids still get to celebrate Christmas like at school, so they feel like they get 2 holidays. So they actually really like the way we do it, because they feel like they get the 2 holidays because they get to go to school and do all the Christmas stuff, and we don't say they can't do that or anything. So yeah, it works for us, and it works for the kids, and that's the way we do things. But if you do celebrate Christmas, then Merry Christmas to you. Hope you have a good holiday today, and hope you have a great weekend as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started in today's episode. I asked you guys whether we should do a white piece or not, and I don't think anybody said not to do the white piece. I mean, it would be pretty foolish not to, honestly, because we're very much probably going to lose this. Again, I might be able to turn it around. It is not impossible that I could turn this around, but it'd just be better to do the white piece, guys. So we should accept that. I'll have to wait a second for him to... There we go. So we did lose 10 prestige. But that isn't that big of a deal, guys. And most importantly, the claim becomes pressed now. So they're considered legally strong and then are inherited. So our son would get that if we were to die or whatever. Then our son and heir would get the claim there as well. So yeah, we're still at war, but we're not going to help out in this war. This is a lost conflict. And plus, it's irrelevant that we aren't even allied to the King of Hungary anymore. So... there's really no reason to be involved in that. So we're just going to get rid of our army. Disband all. Alright. So we're going to need a period to rebuild our army before we're going to be able to go to war again. So unless we went to war with somebody who's really weak. So let's go ahead and do the organized levies. It does seem we can increase control somewhere. Is the control low here? I thought we were sitting at max control here. At absolute. Isn't that why they rebelled against us? Maybe when they rebelled, they automatically reduced the control there. That's the only thing I can think of here. So yeah, we will need to increase the control there first. It's very, very close to being full. So it shouldn't take very long for him to complete this. So I'll get that done, and then we'll go to trying to increase our levy numbers. We can get some gold from the Pope, and we will. Or I said the Pope. You know who I mean, our Patriarch. So we'll get 390 gold from him. That'd be helpful. Also, we have some people to ransom, and we need to let our daughter out. I completely forgot about letting her out. We could have kept her until he was old enough to marry, so that we can make sure she doesn't get into any more trouble. He's pretty close, though. It's not going to be much longer. Yeah, very, very soon. He'll be able to. It'll be less than a year. And you would think that she'd be taking care of her baby and not getting herself in trouble. But what I feel like we have to do, we're not a particularly vengeful character or anything, but, I mean, there's no way that a king would allow somebody to sleep with his daughter who's already arranged to marry somebody else and then have a baby, you know, a bastard baby, and then not do anything to that character unless you're like a really weak person, which we are not. Yeah, I just don't see that we'd allow this guy to just walk free. I should have arrested him before. We were kind of distracted with the conflict at the time. So we're going to imprison him, but technically he has not committed a crime. I mean, that should be a crime, but for whatever reason, it's not considered a crime. So we are going to get tyranny from this, but I don't think our character would care. It's only 59% will succeed, too. And then he'll run if we fail. We'll try and arrest him, though. We are going to go ahead and let our daughter go. We'll go ahead and have her get us a hook. We already have a hook on her, so I guess that's... Or maybe we don't. I thought we had a hook on her. Apparently not. So yeah, we'll do the gain a week hook. And then with these characters here, this guy I'm sure we'll be able to ransom now. We kept him locked up for that war because he has such high martial. So yeah, we'll get 10 gold there, it's not must. This guy is still not willing. Oh, well, he is willing to do it for a hook. Yeah, we don't really need him, like, recruiting him. He's an alright leader. I mean, he's actually a pretty damn good leader. But he has the reckless one, which I'm not a big fan of. So yeah, we could just do it for a hook. Not really anything we'd be able to do with that hook. But you know what? Maybe he would, we won't do it this way. We have to do it through here. But maybe he'll join somebody's court. He's a really good leader, so it's a chance he could get a job. We got that money, nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and build something here. There's a lot of stuff for us to upgrade right now. So I think we should probably do the duchy building. That's the one of the best benefits we could upgrade right now. So yeah, let's go and upgrade that. Also, we'll reduce the men at arms maintenance, resulting in us get more money. We'll see if there's anything else to build. We can build there in Corinth. I remember we got Argos, so that was that barony that we got. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this one, guys. Trying to upgrade this. How much is that? That's 550. Okay, we don't have enough money for that. Never mind. I suppose instead we'll get something going here. Maybe go ahead and get this upgraded. Get more money here. Although it would have been better to just build a new building. Alright, so we gained a hook on him, released him from prison. We'll get that 10 gold from that other character. And we were able to arrest him. Excellent. Let's go and deal with this guy. He doesn't have any money, so he couldn't ransom him off, and I don't think that's a good punishment anyway. We're not going to torture him, because we're not really that type. But we might castrate him. You know, that sounds like exactly what you'd do to somebody who sleeps with your daughter. So yeah, we're going to castrate him. We are going to get a lot of stress because we're trusting in gregarious, but again, I don't think this is out of character, given what he did. We will gain some dread too. Alright, well that'll be helpful, I suppose. And our grandson would, of course, lose some opinion with us because we're castrating his father. So it makes sense. But that's what we're going to do. Alright, so let's go and castrate him. The jailer drags a panic, I don't know his name is Sabas or Sabas, into the room. Please, I'll do anything you want. His protests are cut short as the jailer gags him and ties him down on the table. This might seem barbaric, I say, as the physician prepares her tools, but this is for the stability of the realm. Trust me, I take no pleasure in your suffering. They say I have my reasons. Alright, so he's going to be castrated. Does get a minor health penalty. He gains, critical stress for obvious reasons. Might even become a lunatic. You just go through here and find him. So yeah, he's now a eunuch. can't have children or inherit titles, and may not marry. And he's still in our court, though, isn't he? And we probably don't want to keep him here. We should probably dismiss him. So he's been punished. So now let's get rid of him. Now, because we're gregarious, it gains stress. But again, I feel like this is not out of character for when you consider what he did. Got 10 gold there, dismissed him. And yeah, our daughter's now been released from prison as well. I meant to release her last episode, I just forgot. I forgot we had her in there. So yeah, she was just sitting in there unnecessarily. That was my bad. Let's go and speed this up. I didn't realize we were on speed 3. I always forget the CK3 doesn't remember the speed that you're on because I'm just used to way 4. All right, so we've gotten that done. Now let's go ahead and set him over to, well, he's already set up to organize levies, so we'll continue doing that. We are currently still waiting to assassinate this child here. I mean, we're still going about doing all that. And I think that's so our wife can inherit. All right, so this is a Sweet Tooth event. We've already seen this one. 95% chance of success and secrecy, so should go well. And yep, he died. All the bakers in the area were questioned, but no trace of foul play could be found. So we are going to gain critical stress, so that's not good. Can we do anything about that now so we don't gain critical stress? No, we can't. All right, so we're going to get stressed out. I mean, we're doing a lot of stuff that our character doesn't like, so it's stressing him out. It was, again, I don't think that he should have got stressed for dealing with the man who, you know, gave his daughter a bastard child. I really don't think we should have got so much stress for what we did to him. I think that's kind of ridiculous, but whatever. You know, gregarious characters enjoy spending time with other people, but I just don't see how that means that, like, they wouldn't punish somebody who should be punished. It just feels like so many of these traits have overlap in ways that they shouldn't. Like, there's a merciful trait, right? So, like, shouldn't that be, you know, or the compassionate? I mean, what does gregarious have to do with all that? I just don't understand it. Seems like they just wanted you to get stressed for things, so they want you to have to play with the stressism. So I guess it's fine. It just, when it comes to our role play, I just feel like we're not going to let that affect us from doing things that our character would do, if it makes sense. So, mental break, wanton desires. Lately, it feels like I am constantly being distracted by lascivious thoughts and erotic fantasies. With all the hardships of my everyday life, it is all too easy to lose myself in daydreams and forget about reality. These desires are clearly interfering with my life, but what should I do about them? Well, we can say the old commandments will help me save here, and then we'll convert to a new religion. So yeah, we could do that. We could say that's a Jewish religion here. So yeah, we could do that. We're not going to. I don't think that fits our character at all. We say maybe a different kind of outlet will help me, and then we'll become athletic. Well, that's a good one. Or you say I will bite my lip and try to stay focused. Well, I feel like we would do this one. Why not? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do this one. And I don't know that we're a character that would do this. You could maybe argue diligent, but I don't think that would necessarily say that we wouldn't go out and exercise. And I think this is a great outlet, and it fits with our character because he's got a high prowess, which you'll notice the better your prowess is, the more fit your character is, the more like muscly your character is. And then you can see here that, you know, we're fit and sound of body. So this feels like exactly what our character would do, guys. So yeah, we'll do that. And this is actually a positive one. Sometimes you can get something positive out of, you know, the stress. It happens every once in a while. There's a few positive ones, not many. So yeah, that'll help us, guys. We increased our prowess, get a boost to health, and should have better stress loss in the future as well. A faction was created against us. It's just another peasant rabble, though. It's not a problem. We could declare war on this guy up here, right to the north of us, to take this province here, which our brother has a claim on. So we could do that if we were just wanting to do a war. How long until this treaty is up? Or, you know, this truce that we have with them. It'll be 1168. So yeah, 5 years from now. So yeah, we probably don't want to wait that long. But we do want to at least get our troop numbers up, because I think this guy has some, if we were to declare war on him, he would be the only choice. He doesn't have many troops, even with his alliance. So yeah, we could declare war on him just to get that title. Doesn't really help us much, though, getting another title for our brother. I suppose we're extending our realm, but what about other conflicts? Is there anything else? No, that's the only conflict available. And yeah, we're having so much trouble swaying this guy. What is he currently working on? He's doing the religious relations. We could have him do a claim to get something for ourselves. Now, we would have to give that away, but we could give it up to our son. We can give our son a title. So that'd always be an option. So yeah, I think we might instead try and get a claim on something. So we could get a claim here. This guy's got some allies, but he's not too strong. Not too difficult to just take this from him. So could go after that island there. Could go after this here since it is connected to our realm directly. So I kind of feel like this would be a good choice, though. Oh, he's imprisoned by the Emperor right now. All right. So yeah, we wouldn't be able to declare war on him until he was released, I believe. But yeah, we could go after a claim here. I suppose that makes sense. He has both of these titles as well. Yeah, let's do that, guys. We'll go after this claim here. We can also go for this one. Let me see which one's better. 11 development compared to 18 development. Yeah, this one's clearly the better one. It's also been built out a lot more. That is as capital, so it makes sense. So yeah, I think we'll go after this one. So that's what we're going to do. Instead of declaring war here, we need more time to build the army up anyways. I mean, we don't need the full army, I suppose, to declare war here, since that would be an easier conflict. One thing I'm worried about is we increase his power. He's already very powerful. I mean, he has 4 counties, guys. 4 counties. Yeah, he just hasn't given any of them out. And so, we give him another one. That makes him incredibly powerful. Definitely a concern. Now, he is a content character, but remember, all these titles then go to his son. I guess they would split it up a little bit. So there's that. Huh. I wonder why his one son's only getting 1 county. You'd expect him for them to split it, and he'd get more counties. But that's not the case. That's strange. We are on high partition ourselves, so maybe he is on high partition as well. But even then, you would think that his other son would get two counties. So I'm not entirely sure why that is. So looking at our son and his traits, we've looked at these before, but just to remind you, we got diligent, generous, and patient. So he also has a diligent trait like us. He's intelligent, though. He has the same tough soldier, but very similar character, guys. You know, he's generous instead of gregarious, and patient instead of trusting. But still a very similar character in a way. Looking at our other son here, he is also diligent. So everybody's diligent in our family, and they inherited that from us. And he is gluttonous. Oh, okay. So he enjoys food. He doesn't have much respect for moderation. And he is also generous like his brother. And of course he has the intelligent trait too. And okay, so our daughter just got married. Okay, so she'll move, or I guess he'll move to our court, actually. Yeah, he'll move to our court until he inherits his lands. Remember, this is the future Duke of Crete, and he is currently in our realm. So it would be a good time to, like, maybe get a good relationship with him. Try and send him a gift or sway him or something. Because I'm really hoping that we'll be able to get him eventually to, well, you know what? I don't know if you can offer vassalization to a fellow vassal, like somebody who's the same vassal of your realm. I don't think you can do that. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I was thinking we'd be able to offer him vassalization, but I didn't think about the fact that we are, even though we're a king, we are also a vassal of the emperor. So yeah, probably wouldn't be able to do that. Huh. What are these guys still doing over here? Alright, they did not disband because they're on other territory. I didn't realize that. I thought they disbanded, so we were paying for them the whole time. Now, it wasn't a lot of money, but it is, yeah, it's a little bit of money. Let's go and disband these guys. So yeah, we'll do that. And yeah, I think we're just going to wait until we get this claim. It looks like we're going pretty quick. So yeah, we'll get that, and then we'll declare war on them. Still continue to fail with this guy. With the 62% chance. We have failed like 5 or 6 times, man. That's ridiculous. It really shouldn't. We should not be failing that often. And oh no, our sister died. Or excuse me, our aunt. She's an aunt now. She lived a long time. She was our spymaster for a very, very long time. She did a great job at it as well. She drank herself to death. Well, that's sad. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Somebody wanted me to show the family tree. So we'll do that here in a minute. We haven't looked at it in a while, so I think it's fitting to finally take a little peek at it. So the mayor wants a place on our council, but he's just not very good at anything, so he won't be getting a place on our council. Instead, we'll just place this knight. I think he'd make a good spymaster. Yeah, we do him. We could also do this character here. He's a craven, so it'd be really easy to intimidate. Make sure he doesn't operate against us. Yeah, he would actually be a pretty good choice. He is ambitious, though, so that's a problem. But I think he wouldn't operate against us simply because he would be terrified. So he's actually a pretty good choice for Spymaster, and he's a little bit, a little bit not as skilled as this knight here. But yeah, I think he's a better choice, just because he's terrified of us, so he won't operate against us. You don't want a Spymaster that is operating against you. I'm just really surprised that scheming, the scheme here for the Swain of the Patriarch has been so unsuccessful. We do get a martial perk. Excellent. That'll help us in our future conflict. Well, it depends on what we go for, I suppose. So could go this route, but courtship. I think we'll probably do this one instead, get that knight effectiveness for right now. I think that's a little bit better for us. As far as decisions go, we could always work off some stress, get a sweaty stench, and get rid of some of this stress here. There are other routes to do this, though, and I think we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and call a hunt, guys. We really like hunting as a diligent, athletic character, so I think it makes sense. It'll be a lot of money, though. But yeah, let's go and do that. We haven't done a hunt for a while. Give us something to do while we wait for this claim to finish being fabricated. Rude vassal. So this is the mayor. He said, look at that vile witch. Oh, is that our wife? What? How dare he talk about our wife like that? And she seems to have a hard time bearing the insults. So we can tell him you're acting like a child and will be punished like one. Then we can spank his little butt. Like a baby, like a child. We can say this is no way for a mayor to act, and then we'd gain the mediator trait. +1 diplomacy. Our wife would have increased opinion with us. I wonder why this one would not increase the opinion with our wife. Or we could also make fun of our wife. We would not do that as a gregarious character. I feel like as a gregarious character, we'd probably have to do this one. I think this is most fitting, even though I do kind of want to spank his butt. So we'll have to do this one, guys. That does give us the extra diplomacy, so that's helpful. Alright, bow in hand, quiet steps, eyes on the wolf in front of me, a deep breath, and is that Mayor Michael? My brazen vassal is creeping through the hills ahead of me, fully concentrated on the powerful wolf and oblivious to my presence. So we can say, what a shame I did not see him and shoot him, or we can say, this is not the way, and we'll actually gain stress, but gain piety. Huh. Why are we gaining stress? I'm not entirely sure why we're gaining stress for not doing it. Yeah, I feel like... I don't know that we would do this, guys. I don't think we would just kill him like that. I think we're just going to have to eat the stress. It's unfortunate, because the whole reason why we did this was to get stress relief, excuse me. And now we'll gain that stress right back. But we do get piety out of it, so I suppose there's that. But yeah, overall negative. That was not good. But I feel like we wouldn't do that. I don't think we shoot him. Even for making fun of our wife, we already dealt with it. I feel like it's already been dealt with. Our spouse's piety has impressed the patriarch. Excellent. Get us more money, more levies. Just trying to get that up higher because he doesn't really like us that much. It's only plus 35. Could be a lot better. So we gain the novice hunter trait from our hunting. It's going to increase our prowess even further. We're at 20 prowess, guys. That's not bad at all. That's really nice. The hunt is drawing to an end. We mount our horses to leave the hills behind as the servants prepare the wolf and other game for the journey back. I have held my share of hunts, and people around me have started to take notice. The word is spreading of my activities. So we got some more prestige from that. Fantastic. How close are we to going towards illustrious? Pretty close. We're getting there. And our second son has come of age, and he's actually made it pretty good. Not the best, but yeah, he's an astute intellectual. Fantastic. All right. So he's very learned, although he's not. His learning is actually quite poor. And then, of course, his twin sister has also come of age, and she did very well in her education. Elusive Shadow. I suppose she had our aunt training her, I think. So yeah, she did very well. I suppose that's not surprising given who trained her up. So she is ready to marry the Duke here. Oh yeah, we were going to attack this guy, and I forgot. We had arranged a marriage with him. But we don't have an alliance with him, which is interesting. I'm not entirely sure why we don't have an alliance with them, despite the betrothal. I mean, when they get married, they should have an alliance. Yeah, so I'm glad we didn't try and declare war on him. So now we have the alliance. I'm not entirely sure why the betrothal didn't result in an alliance. Yeah, I don't know, guys. But we now have another ally, so that's very, very helpful. He's got, 1,000-something men. So that'll be helpful when we attack this guy again, which again, we have quite a while. I think it's 68. Yeah, 3 more years before we'll be able to do that. In fact, we might actually be able to declare war on him by the time we get this damn claim. It's taken longer than I thought. It flew right through it in the beginning, and now it's taking longer. Huh, that's strange. That's what it seemed like, right? I don't know if you guys noticed that as well. My Spymaster has come to me with grave news. While we do not know who, someone is plotting to kill me. What? Who? Who would do such a thing? Yeah, we have to find out who did this. So it's been exposed. So that'll ensure that they don't kill us. So there's at least that. We have them supporting our scheme, but we're not doing this scheme because we haven't knocked out that second scheme we were supposed to do. Remember, we were attempting to get, is it this one? Was it this marriage? It was somewhere. I don't remember. We might have to look at that, guys. I don't remember who exactly it was, but that's okay. We can look at this through here where we murdered the child. I know it was his younger brother here. We're trying to get, okay, it's our son and heir's wife. And we're trying to get her to inherit all those duchies up there. So now we have to remove him from the equation. So let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and, yeah, I thought it was the parent here. Oh, I just looked at it wrong. I think I clicked on the wrong thing or something. Yeah, because I clicked on him, I thought, but whatever. I'm just messing up all kinds of things today, guys. 23% chance, not very high. Not good at all. And that is with our Spymaster doing the support schemes. So yeah, we're gonna have to clearly hire some agents in order to get this done. Let's hope we can hire that same agent that we hired before, which was the Spymaster. It doesn't seem that that's going to work, though. He's terrified of the Duke. We can convince the Bishop, though. Well, that's very scandalous. So yeah, I guess we'll do him. That's a big jump to the success chance. How much bribe do we need? Quite a bit. We'll see how high that gets. Gets us, we're at 76%. It's not high enough, but we don't have enough money to bribe anybody else. Apparently all these people are quite expensive, so we're gonna have to wait until we get a little bit more money. And we were able to complete the homesteads there. Excellent. Got that upgraded, got a little bit more money, a little bit more levies, not much, but it's helpful. All right, so yeah, once we get enough money, I don't know how much we're gonna need to get another agent here. She would go for whatever we have available here. But yeah, I'd prefer to get somebody who's a little bit better. How much time do we have? We got a year. But we did have an event pop up about this, the Bewinged Messenger. So we can do the local bird trainer could be delivered as a gift. And that'll increase the success chance, which is what we're trying to do. So yeah, we might want to do it that way. We don't want to get involved, though. I don't think we're the character to get involved. And we're the type of character who's gives gifts. We're gregarious, So yeah, I think we'll do that. And he dismisses the bird trainer, so it did not work. All right, so that's unfortunate. We're able to sway him. Excellent. So just looking at where we're at now, 44% chance, probably not going to succeed anymore. It took us forever to succeed with just the 62%. Looks like our daughter's going to benefit again from our spouse's tutelage. So let's find somebody else to improve relations with. Maybe a vassal, perhaps? I suppose that would make sense. One of our more powerful vassals, or we could even do our Spymaster to make sure the Spymaster doesn't act against us. I think it would be wise to do our brother, though, because I know we're allied against him, or allied with him, excuse me. So I suppose he wouldn't be rebelling against us or anything. So I guess we don't really have to improve relations with him. But I think he is set to inherit a bunch of land if we die. Well, he'd have to remove all of our children. But he still might try and assassinate us. It's not impossible. Well, he's a content guy, and compassionate, and gregarious. Nah, he wouldn't do it. So yeah, you know what? I don't think we need to work on our brother. And we are going to look at the damn family tree, guys. We'll look at that here in a minute. I said I was going to do it earlier, and then I forgot. I keep forgetting. We're going to do it now, though. But let's first get somebody picked here. I guess the Marshal, man. The Marshal doesn't like us and hasn't liked us for some time. We also do the Duchess here. We're not too worried about her. Let's do the Marshal instead. Let's go and improve. Oops, not arrange a marriage. Let's sway him. He does not like us. Doesn't help that I'm trying to get him to convert, and he seems to be very dedicated to his religion. Quite dedicated. So yeah, let's go and take a look at the dynasty tree, guys. All right. So of course we started here, just looking at Nikolaos. Obviously, you know, he died from his wounds. You know, he had his 2 kids. They also didn't have any children. There's our current character's branch here. But let's look at the other children. And nothing really happened here, guys. You know, we had a count here, and he was executed on our orders. And then we have, you know, obviously she was not married matrilineal, so this is a separate dynasty here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Can I go back? I think there's a back button. Maybe not. Yeah, it doesn't work. Doesn't work in here. So we have to go back through here. All right, so that's this branch here. Of course, he was a bastard. He didn't have any children or anything. So then we go down here. Of course, his first son, Michael, took over. He became King Michael. That was our father. And then here's his eldest daughter. It looks like she's had quite a few children, though they're all daughters with the exception of one son. And he is of our dynasty as well. This must have been a matrilineal. Yeah, this was a matrilineal marriage. But his child is not of his house. Well, that's interesting. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Huh. Is that a matrilineal marriage? That is a matrilineal marriage. And I don't think we arranged the matrilineal marriage. Maybe we did. I don't know, because yeah, I remember doing all this here. I'm not entirely sure what happened here, honestly. He's the heir to the Duchy of Crimea. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Why he did a matrilineal marriage. I don't think we arranged that. Maybe we did, and I just forgot. But maybe the AI is actually arranging matrilineal marriages. We looked at that the patch notes from one of the previous patches, and they did say something about the AI being more willing to do matrilineal marriages, but we weren't sure exactly what that meant. Maybe that means that the AI will actually arrange matrilineal marriages for themselves, because before they didn't do that. So yeah, maybe. That's what it seems like anyway, unless I arranged that marriage and I just forgot. We have the princess here, one of our other daughters. Of course, she did not marry matrilineal, so this is of a different dynasty. And then we have the princess who married the emperor, and she just had daughters. So nothing really came out of that marriage. This is, of course, our family. I guess there's really not much to look at here. Just leave that as is. And then, of course, we had a younger daughter. She has a son of a different dynasty. And then we have Prince Aristarchus. And these are his children. These are our nephews. He's had 3 sons. All right, so he's going to have to split his realm up by quite a bit. Although this nephew here is not set to get anything. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I'm a little bit confused why he's getting so many titles. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. Oh, you know what? I think he's getting all the counties that are inside the duchy, I guess, and then he's getting a county outside of it. Yeah, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, though. He should get, yeah, these guys should get, he should be getting at least 1 county, and he should be getting 1 county, or he should get 2. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why that's, it feels like the AI is cheating, man. The AI be cheating. The rules don't apply to them. And then, of course, we have our youngest sister, who did have a matrilineal marriage here. And that is in Athens. And, well, I guess it's not. He's set to inherit Athens. And they do have 1 son together. And then we have the rest of our uncles and aunts. You know, Thomas didn't have any children. You know, he dedicated his life to the church. Then we have Magnus, who did become a captain. You know, was a mercenary leader. He did die of cancer. He had 2 daughters, though. Of course, they were not matrilineal marriage, so they had children of a different dynasty. Constance, our aunt here, who was our spymaster for so long, you can see that she has had several children. And her son, her cousin, even has a title here. Looks like he's a count. Okay. And then we have Cyrus, the youngest of our uncles, and he has 1 son of his dynasty. And what is he doing? I'm not sure who these people serve. All right, so he serves a mercenary company. Okay. And then he's got his daughters as well. So that's it, guys. That's the dynasty. It's growing, but still relatively weak overall for a dynasty. We almost have the claim here. And there was another child of our dynasty, our daughter here. She has had a legitimate child for once. It is a daughter, though. And I'm just glad that they're able to have a child together. And so we need to find a name here. Yeah, Apollonia works. I'll do that. Okay, so we don't have the claim yet. We almost do here in mere seconds. We'll have to pay a bit of money. That's okay. Go and do that. And so we are in debt, so we'll have to get out of debt before we'll be able to do anything else. And oh yes, our son is of age. I completely forgot that he's of age, so now we can do something with him. Now he is set to inherit a duchy, so he's going to be very opposed to, yeah, very, very opposed. Unfortunately, we don't have a hook on him. But yeah, I was kind of hoping he would, because it's fitting for him. I mean, if he becomes the Duke over here, I mean, that's fine as well. Those are lands that aren't really built up or anything, so I don't really mind him getting those. For me, giving him, having to go to the church isn't so much to keep our lands. It's just because I'm really hoping that we can get one of our family members to get like really high up in the church, be like maybe the patriarch to the emperor or something like that. The patriarch of Constantinople. I think that'd be really cool. And we did that with one of our previous sons, Thomas, and then he just didn't really do anything. So yeah, I would like to do it with him, but we'd need a hook because he's just not willing to do it. Yeah, just not willing to do it, which is understandable because he's second in line for the primary title. So yeah, that would cause issues here. He's also sinful and gluttonous, so he'd actually... Okay, so where's the sinful coming from? Just the gluttonous? Yeah, I guess so. It just seems like you're getting hit twice because he has a sinful trait. It's kind of odd. But yeah, he's not willing to do it, unfortunately, because of that trait. That's kind of hitting him hard. Opinion, we already have a high opinion, so there's nothing else we can do there. We can increase it a little bit, but it's not going to make a big enough difference. Essentially, we have to get a hook on this character. That'd be the only way to be able to do it, guys. So, as far as like getting a hook on him, yeah, I'm not entirely sure that we have any method to do that right now. Yeah, there's not really any method to doing that I can think of. Yeah, I'm trying to think of something, but yeah, I don't got anything, guys. We can try and figure out one way to get a hook on him. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we do. Yeah, nothing comes to mind. Oh, we do have the claim there. So we have to figure out, do we want to declare war on this guy now? Or whether we want to wait. How much time we have to wait? It's several years. So let me just double check here. Make sure I have the right... Yeah, 1168. So yeah, we're looking at almost 3 years. So might as well declare war on this guy and get ourselves another county. I need another title. I want to give something to our son. So yeah, we'll give something to our eldest son, so he can start moving down his, moving down his perk tree. So yeah, we'll go ahead and declare war here. Although we cannot declare war because we're in debt. That's right. We got to get out of debt, and not only that, we need to have like a little bit of a safety net there in the money. So yeah, we'll wait, and then we will declare war, and we'll be invading. Just go straight into his capital, I think. Just attack him in the capital and get that done quickly, though we probably don't want to attack him here because we'll get that penalty, although he doesn't have a very large army, so yeah, we could just attack him, I suppose. So we'll just let this go just a little bit more, get a little bit higher, and then we'll declare war on him. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe 100 gold. And we'll get a little bit of war, a little bit of gold from this war. Yeah, I don't see any reason why not to wait. You know what, that's good. I think that's adequate. So let's go and declare war on him. For our claim here. Should be a easy conflict. Let's go and raise up our army. Be 1 week to get him raised up. Could have just attacked him immediately, I suppose, since he does have such a small force here. We could also split the army off. I think that's what we're going to do, and have one of them come over here. How much land does he own? Just these 2 counties? Yeah, he just owns these 2 counties. So what we'll do is we'll split off a small army to come over here and take this fort here. We'd need, yeah, just like maybe 600 something, 700 something dudes. Not much. And we have 2 of these siege engines here, so we can do that. So let's just give them, just a small army. You know, we could just do this much. We don't need that many to actually win this war. And you know, we're going to lead the troops. Yeah, we will lead the troops, and thus we'll put the marshal in charge of this sieging army. So he'll go over there and take care of that fort for us, while our character leads the charge to attack. We are attacking across a strait where he's got defensive buildings, he's got hills. Yeah, he's got a lot going for him right now. We'll see if he moves. It would be easier if he moved. Now, we have 6 times the numbers, so it's not that big of a deal. Is he still rising? Yeah, he's still rising his troops up too, so that might have changed. We're still going to win decisively. I don't think we would have arrived in time for him. Yeah, he's just going to sit there and defend his capital. We'll see what happens when we get our troops here and see if he moves. It'd be preferable if he'd come over here and go out to sea or something. But yeah, if he's not willing to do it, then we'll just have to take the penalties. There we go. He's leaving. All right, excellent. That's exactly what we want. He'll go out to sea, and we'll just leave an army here with the siege. You know, actually, we don't even have to do it. Well, we gotta wait till he leaves. Yeah, we'll just go and go with the whole army. And this war was unfortunately lost. Not surprising. But the most important aspect of this is now the Holy Roman Empire owns Hungary. So that's kind of a big deal. Yeah, look at that, man. They've become quite mighty. They're right up on the borders with the Byzantine Empire. So the empires now border each other. Who would have thought we would have seen that happen? So we did sway him. We have an 89% chance to do it again, so we'll keep that going. So he is locked, so he's probably going to come over here and attack us in our capital or something. That's what I would assume he'd do. So now let's go ahead and split off a new army. So we'll have a sieging army here. How many do we need? I didn't actually look at that. We need about 600 at the very least. So let's go ahead and leave. I don't know, maybe 1,000. We have a lot of troops, way more than we need. So yeah, we'll just split off like 1,000 troops. Maybe even more, so he'll be hesitant to attack us here. Give these guys a commander. Yeah, he can lead charge. And then we'll come over here, so we're not taking attrition. And we'll just wait and see where he goes. And then we'll go attack him. Alright, so this siege is going to be done in 6 months. This siege will be done in 5. And then that's the end of the war, so... And an agent did join our scheme. Excellent, because we were going to need to spend some money to get an agent. Now we're at 84%. That is not bad. There is also other agents willing to join, but for how much? 68 gold. That would ensure success, though. 84% chance is pretty good. I think we're just going to leave it as is and go with that. See if there's anything we need to be aware of here. Of course, we can call allies in, but it's unnecessary, so let's not use the prestige to do so. Because, yeah, it's just not needed. It's an easy war. We don't want to exhaust our allies either, because we're going to be calling them into another war very soon when we try and attack this guy again. He does still seem to have the same allies. But we have more allies now. And he is now the ruler here. His father died of complications related to obesity. So he's now the ruler here. And that means that not only is he our ally like his father was, but this is a matrilineal marriage, so our children will be set to inherit here. So, of course, he has the bastard son there. It didn't seem to cause any problems with their relationships, though, so I guess they're fine. But their daughter is set to inherit right now, so if we want to keep our dynasty on the throne here, they need to have a son, frankly. So let's hope that they do. Alright, so nothing really changed there, essentially. That's what we need to note here. So he's up here. He's going to go attack those guys over there. So let's go and start moving over there to support them. And so it was our sister that was attempting to kill us. Wow. Really? Wow. All right. Out of all the people, it's our sister. I didn't expect that. Maybe because her sons are set to inherit something. Maybe they're in line for the... Not entirely sure why. She just doesn't like us. Oh, we're rivals with her. I didn't know we were rivals unless this made us a rival. I don't think so. Yeah, if I knew that we had a rival, I would just assumed it would have been them. But yeah, she's stupid and she's trying to assassinate us. Alright, well I don't think there's anything that we can really do about that other than try and like counter-murder her. That's about it. Could disinherit her, which, yeah, that doesn't really do anything for us. Or denounce her. There's really not a whole lot to do with her, and all that costs renown. I don't think it's worth it. So yeah, that is unfortunate. It was our sister. I do lose 100 opinion with her. She could be arrested. Of course, she's not she's not under us. So we won't be able to do anything there. But I guess the Emperor could arrest her if he so desired. Yeah, really nothing coming out of this, guys. Really not much anything to note. So the murder scheme has been abandoned at the very least. Dangerous Heights. So this is attempt to assassinate the child. It's a different event though, so we'll go and read it. Donat's time has come. All things fall eventually. Kingdoms, lords, children pushed from high places. Wow. My agent will leave a trail of sweets leading up and high enough to set little Donat's stomach tingling. Once at the top, he'll find a basket full of treats hanging over the wall, and as he reaches down to untie the rope, it will be so easy for him to slip. So we say a tragedy truly. Or we could rethink this. Of course, we're going to do that and see what happens. And he's dead. Found his mangled corpse on the ground. Candy scattered on the ground around him. His young face was permanently twisted into an expression of surprise and terror. At least everyone thinks he fell by accident. So he did gain some stress from that. So we're near towards critical, guys. Nothing we can really do just yet right now because we're currently leading our troops. So hopefully we don't have any events that cause stress, or we'll have another crisis. Alright, so the importance of that, guys, is that did result, his son just died, so that'll result in his daughter becoming the new heir. And what's significant about this is, of course, she is married to our son and heir. So could end up inheriting some titles here in the HRE, or hopefully, if they have, obviously if their crown authority is so high, then we wouldn't be able to inherit it. Well, let's see what goes, what happens there. I mean, that's a lot of effort though for nothing. A lot of effort. So he is now leaving. I want to fight him though, so let's go see if we can't chase him down. We'll go this way, see if we can't run into him. He's gonna go siege something down, I'm sure, or attempt to. So he's going out to sea. He's scared. So he's losing money, essentially. I don't think we can catch him. Nah, we can't catch him. But we'll make sure we're continuing moving until he's locked. And got the reduced or the increased holding taxes there. It's nice because we are losing money right now. So yeah, we wouldn't have been able to catch him, unfortunately. But he is coming back, so I'm glad we kept moving this way. And our brother Aristarchus did create a cadet branch. Alright, so he is now a leader of his own house. So yeah, I'm going to try and catch him somewhere. In probably a desirable battle, but we do have such high numbers, it doesn't have to be perfect. So we're over here shadowing him here. I'm guessing he wants to come up around this way. Okay, so he's going to defend in the mountains. So we could fight him in there. He's defending the mountains, and he has the river crossing, so it's just not a good location. I'm surprised he's getting the river crossing. It doesn't look like there's, looks like there's a river here and a river here. Seems like we should be able to avoid the river crossing, but apparently not. What if we went this way? Yeah, we could go that way. He is recently disembarked though, so that's a big old penalty. We do have 5 times the numbers, guys, so let's just get him defeated. Let's fight him in the mountains with the penalty. It's a great place for him to defend. If there's anywhere to defend, that's the place to do it. He'll maximize casualties because of that. And we did capture him already. We took both of these at the same time, so the war's over. But we'll go ahead and finish the battle, I suppose. See if we can't capture somebody else. Yeah, let's see if we can't capture somebody else in this. We'll go ahead and finish up this battle, and you know, we never know, we might get some, get a trait from it. You know, from who we kill, since we are leading the troops here. So let's go and take a look. So I just really want to see how the knights did. 24, 20 here. Alright, look at the events. We killed one of his mares. Okay, that was 105 fame for us. Excellent. And that is the end of the conflict, guys. So let's go ahead and end it and enforce our demands. All right, so we've got a new county that does put us above our holding limit. Let's go and disband our armies, and then we will have to give out just one of our counties, guys. So I think we could just give out this one here, but that would result in our other son, then getting all the counties that are extra. So he'd get like Demetrius and this one. So he'd inherit both of those two counties, while our son and heir would inherit all of these. If we gave this up here, is what I mean. That is the duchy title too, so yeah, I probably don't want to give that one up. So we'll look at other ones. We could always give up this barony, which really doesn't have much to it. So yeah, we could give up the barony. Baronies just aren't this good. And I don't want to get rid of this one. So yeah, I think we're about to get the crown smithies, but we don't have the duchy title here though. He still has it here. Let me just see. There's only 2 counties. That's all that's in that duchy. So you do have to have, I think it's only 2 counties. That's the way it seems. Yeah, 2 counties. So you do have to have both of them in order to usurp that title. So we'd have to attack him again in an additional conflict. Which, if we were to just look at the truce and how long this is going to last. So this would be 5 years, 1171. So 1171 is when that expires. And then we could attack him again to try and get that additional county. Yeah, we're going to keep this one. We're just going to give up the Argos. We'll give this to just a low noble. He'll become our baron. All right, so no longer above the limit. We do have to increase the control here. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Set up our marshal to take care of this for us. We have to wait a second, I think. There we go. All right, so he is set up. Take care of that for us. Still increasing development again, really focusing on doing this for the speed and the cost reduction for construction there. So I think everybody else is good to go. We could go ahead and do disrupt schemes now. Yeah, I suppose we could do disrupt schemes. We could also try and kill our sister for her trying to kill us. I feel like that would be kind of fitting. But you know, I don't know if we'd kill our sister, guys. Let me know your guys' opinion. Do you think we'll kill our sister? Do you think we would do that? Does that fit our character? We're not exactly like vindictive or anything. We're going to move him to disrupt schemes since we're not doing any schemes for him to support. Although I think there are a few other characters we're supposed to be murdering to try and get, you know, our dynasty onto the throne. But I don't remember who. It's got to be like matrilineal marriages. Yeah, he's set to inherit just fine. So that's not it. So this one was it. I found it. It was for our daughter here. We had already taken care of it. So yeah, we've already murdered that base. So yeah, we don't have anybody else to murder. So we don't have any schemes going right now. As far as things we need to take care of in here, looks like everything's good to go. We might just have to arrange a marriage for our son and just have him inherit here. I mean, if he won't take the vows, then there's really not any other choice here, guys. Yeah, there's really no other choice. And I did forget that we were supposed to give our son a title. We could have given him Demetrios, but now we kind of need everything. Yeah, we kind of have to have everything so we can defeat this guy. This is a difficult enemy. I think once we defeat him, we'll be a little bit more open on like giving titles out and stuff. As of right now, we're kind of limited because of the fact that we need everything we have to defeat this guy here. Because you know he has a lot of allies. These are our allies, but looking at our numbers here, we have 7,000. This is 3s, that's 10. So about 14,000 men total. But I think we do have the numbers, guys. Yeah, I think we actually outnumber him now. If everything works out the way it's supposed to, and if everybody's able to help us out in the war, if all our allies are able to assist us, then we will have the numbers. But it's going to be close, guys. It's going to be a tough fight. We're going to have to get some good wins in order to defeat him. We could also just raise up a bunch of money before we attack, because we do have time. We got 2 years. So we could just raise up a bunch of money, not spend any, and then get mercenaries as well, because he might get mercenaries. He's got a lot of money. Oh, no, he doesn't. That was somebody else I was looking at. So yeah, he doesn't have money, but his allies could. They could have a lot of money that they could use. He's got a little bit. So yeah, they could hire mercenaries too. So that's something to consider. So yeah, maybe we want to raise up a little bit of money before we attack him in these 2 years while we wait. Yeah, I suppose that's what we'll do. There's not really any other wars to do, I believe. Of course, there's the Kaiser. We could see what this would be about. This is for our Spymaster. Yeah, that's right. I do remember him. Now I remember him coming and having a claim, but I didn't know that when I hired him as our Spymaster. That's who that was. So yeah, he was just a guest here who wanted us to press his claim, but now he's our Spymaster. We can't really do anything for him, unfortunately. But yeah, he does have a claim on the Kingdom of Hungary. So, you know, nothing's ever going to come of that, probably, but you never know, he might give it out. I assume it's just going to go to one of his sons, though. Yeah, more than likely it's going to go to a son. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, right here. Here we go. So yeah, his son would get the Holy Roman Empire and the Kingdom of Hungary. But that is elective, though, so yeah, I don't know that he'll actually get the HRE title. We'll have to see. But yeah, he is going to get the Kingdom of Hungary title, at the very least, which makes it more likely that he'll be elected. So that is actually going to be the end of today's episode. We increased our realm by 1 county and ended that war with the White Peace here, and now we'll just get ready. We'll spend 2 years getting ready for this conflict, and we're going to try again this time, and hopefully it goes better, and we're going to try and get control. I mean, it's just 1 county. It's not much. What we could do is try and get another county. Claim another county like this one here. Start working on that. So yeah, we'll have him do that. And just kind of build up the treasury. So we'll have money for this conflict. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys on the next episode. And thanks for watching.